Hello everyone! Have you ever thought you saw a ghost? These do not only appear in real life, but also in dreams. Often associated with nightmares, ghost dreams have caused more than one child to wake up their parents in the middle of the night. Sometimes it even happens to dream of a loved one that one has lost. Manifestations of the afterlife or simple messages from our subconscious. In this video, we deliver several interpretations of ghost dreams. If certain dreams are common to all individuals, it is clear that ghost dreams affect children more than adults. Indeed, ghosts are frightening for the youngest and leave a strong imprint on the mind of a child more than that of an adult. Thus, these dreams can simply be seen as a representation of the child's fears. However, some adults also dream of ghosts. Often, these dreams are not pleasant and the memory of them may persist for several days. The inability to explain these dreams can be frustrating and even frightening. If you have any questions about these dreams, you may find some meaning to them in the rest of this video. Many people have tried to give an interpretation of ghost dreams. As is often the case, the psychoanalyst Freud has an opinion on the matter. However, Freud gives much more importance to the origin of these dreams than to their interpretation in the true sense of the term. For him, it's nothing more and nothing less than the manifestation of the dreamer's fears. Fears that he cannot face when he's awake. Also, as is often the case in the Freudian approach, the explanation of ghost dreams in children is parental. The ghost will then be a pictorial representation of the parents. This could occur when the parents apply an education that is too strict and that is experienced negatively by the child. Freud also sees in the representation of the ghost the guilt of the child with regard to certain negatively connoted thoughts, such as the fact of imagining his parents making love. The white sheet worn by the ghost will then recall the image of the bed where the act would take place. For Carl Gustav Jung, the famous Swiss psychologist, the interpretation is quite different. Contrary to Freud, he was much more interested in the meaning of the dream than in what provoked it. In his approach to the human psyche, he doesn't exclude the fact that the conscious and the unconscious parts of our mind can communicate. This would happen when we dream. Ghost dreams will therefore be a form of dialogue between the dreamer and his unconscious. This vision is based on the postulate that the ghost is a messenger delivering indications to the dreamer about himself and his deepest fears. As you can see, ghost dreams are open to different interpretations, but before continuing, I invite you to subscribe to the channel by clicking on the notification bell. We still have a lot of dreams to decipher, and I'm sure you don't want to miss it. As always, thank you to everyone who will take the time to support us. When a person sees a ghost in a dream, the fear they feel is identical to the fear they might have if it happened in the real world. As such, George Romey's contemporary approach is close to that of Jung. He also considers that ghost dreams break the barrier between the real and the unconscious. Thus, George Romey sees in these dreams the crossing of the carnal envelope that separates the real from the subconscious, namely the skin of the dreamer. The dreamer not being aware of this limit when he's asleep, these dreams can thus provoke a multitude of uncomfortable feelings. The esoteric approach, which is partly opposed to that of the scientists, is more interested in the content than in the form of dreams. It describes ghosts as the incarnation of past events, bad habits, or even an old relationship that the dreamer cannot shake off. It is then necessary to analyze each detail of the dream, and especially the first sensations upon awakening, to determine the origin of this apparition. The esoteric approach goes so far as to say that ghosts could indeed be the spirits of deceased people who come to bring a message or ask the dreamer to perform an action that they were unable to do during their lifetime. However, this vision is greatly questioned, and at the present time, nothing can confirm this. In addition to the explanations previously mentioned, ghost dreams can be interpreted in many other ways. If the dreamer is going through a difficult period where he feels vulnerable and dreads an event, then his fears may take the form of a ghostly being in his dreams. But apparitions can have many facets that are as many possible interpretations. For children, the image of a specter dressed in a white sheet without a face is recurrent and can be associated with their deepest fears. On the other hand, for adults, the scenarios are multiple and often full of details. It is necessary to analyze them well to understand the deep meaning of these dreams. Moreover, one of these scenarios is open to a very singular interpretation. This is what we will see right away. Dreaming of a ghost in one's own home is a common experience and is accompanied by a deep feeling of discomfort. The dreamer tries to scream but is unable to do so. He tries to run away but his legs are heavy. He would like to keep his eyes open but his eyelids close by themselves. All this shows a deep feeling of fear and uncertainty about the future. This fear and lack of assurance towards an element of real life is a sign of a lack of self-confidence. This dream is then a message from the subconscious indicating to the dreamer that staying comfortably at home is not a solution. The dreamer must make peace with himself, understand his fears, and accept them in order to overcome them. Only in this way will the daily torment stop. Have you ever been scared by a ghost dream? Don't hesitate to tell us in comments. You can also share your dreams directly on the website tellyourdreams.com. The link is in the description. Thank you to everyone who will take the time to like and share this video. Nothing encourages us more to continue our interpretations. On that note, I'll see you soon for a new deciphering. I wish you all sweet dreams.